Korea celebrated the 44th Commerce Day today here in Korea. Sadly, the reality is this. Korean exporters are struggling to cope with the diversification of protectionist policies, such as non-tariff barriers. Some say companies should cut down on over-reliance on Chinese or U.S. markets. Our Kim Jung-soo follows a Korean company that is writing its own rules for our news feature tonight.
It's no secret that Korea boasts a thriving export economy with products ranging from automobiles, cell phones to semiconductors. But it is also hard to deny that much of it is driven by major conglomerates. According to the Korea International Trade Association, conglomerates account for over 60% of the country's total export earnings. Still, the contributions from mid-sized companies, which constitute over 99.9% of all companies in the country, have also grown from 32% back in 2012 to 37.4% in 2016.
규모의 경제를 이야기하거든요, 사실은요.
Global trade now follows the principle of economies of scale. By accessing a bigger market and increasing output, companies can effectively lower their average production costs, as the initial setup costs stay roughly the same. This also explains why smaller companies need to export. Korea's domestic economy is simply too small to gain economy of scale benefits.
Experts say that companies also need to be aware of the rise in diversification of protectionist policies in the global market, as well as growing global uncertainty, all of which puts an additional burden on smaller companies.
관세를 낮추는 거 위주로 이제 FTA 체결을 했거든요.
Until now, Korea's mid-sized companies only had to worry about tariff issues, which were mitigated in part by free trade agreements. But with the rise of non-tariff barriers such as technology certification requirements, mid-sized companies are finding it difficult to keep up. Larger companies have enough personnel, can diversify their portfolios, and can also build foreign branches.
But there are smaller companies that have overcome such obstacles, writing their own success stories in less dominant foreign markets, through a combination of determination and creativity. One mid-sized company in Paju, Gyeonggi-do province is making great strides in the global market. It's been able to sell its line of metal safes of various designs and levels of sophistication to over 100 countries worldwide. The company, Sun Safes Manufacturing, started as a family business back in 1973 and now exports 70 to 80% of its products first to Australia and later the Middle East. Its fire-resistant safes are now in the top 5 internationally.
I remember it wasn't easy satisfying the stringent international certifications, but once they were met, our exports started really growing. Plus, I have long viewed safes as a kind of elegant piece of furniture that a person uses to preserve their most valuable goods, thus having global potential.
Indeed, the company's latest products feature licensed artwork from some of the world's most famous artists, breaking away from the perception of safes as dull, lifeless containers. The company has also started implementing the latest trends in ICT. Some of the safes, although not for sale abroad, can be connected to the user's smartphone or laptop. While smaller companies do have to work harder, some experts believe that they're actually better positioned for the future in the age of increased global uncertainty and ever-changing trends.
I don't think mid-sized companies, assuming they have a competitive edge in technology, are always in an unfavorable position. While larger companies have more assets to help them respond to difficult situations, they also suffer from serious problems with bureaucracy and a rigid corporate structure.
The professor also said that the best businesses adopt a process-oriented approach instead of aiming for quick benefits, and that Korea's mid-sized companies are in a good position to structure their operations so they can move in that direction. If they do, he said, they will have a good shot at success. Kim Jung-soo, Arirang News.